Hi, I'm Tate, and I'm an expert in cybersecurity and personal online safety. And I'm here to talk about SIM swapping, which is one of the most devastating tactics that an attacker can use against you in order to take over your accounts. We're going to talk about what it is, why does it matter, how it may impact you, and then what we can do to remediate it and prevent it. So, what is SIM swapping? SIM swapping occurs when a bad actor takes control of your phone number. What that means is the bad actor is taking your phone number from your device and they're migrating it to a device that they control. And this means that the bad actor is going to receive SMS and phone calls to that number because it's now on their phone and you will not. So the reason this matters is that SMS multi-factor authentication is the most common way to protect accounts, especially high-value accounts like financial accounts. Normally what happens with SMS multi-factor authentication is when somebody tries to log in, if it's a bad actor, they have to use your username and password. And then if you're doing this on a site like Bank of America then says, hey, we just sent you a code to your phone number, enter the code, and then you can have access. So if this SMS verification goes to you because you have it on your device, the bad actor does not get access to the bank account. But if they've SIM swapped your phone number, now it's on their device. And so what happens is they use your username and password, and then that SMS verification, that code gets sent to the bad actor because they took your phone number and they have it on a device that they control. And then that means access gets granted to you, the victim's bank account, and the bad actor can do whatever they want. So how does this happen? Well, this happens in three main ways. The first is a bad actor will hack your cell phone account with your provider. Maybe it's Verizon, maybe it's T-Mobile, but they hack your account and then they initiate a phone number transfer to a new device. And this is normal because if you get a new phone, you have to move your phone number from your old device to your new device. So this is what the bad actor does. Or they pretend that they lost a device and they need to put your phone number on a new device. The second way they do this is they call the customer service reps at the cell phone provider and they pretend to be you and they social engineer that customer service rep to initiate that phone number transfer to a new device. And then the third way is bad actors recruit collusive employees who then have the access and they make the change on behalf of the bad actor. Now, the impacts of this are pretty terrible because if you're defeating SMS authentication, this means that the bad actor can start taking over as many accounts as they can and as they want. Think about what could be exposed: your email, your bank accounts, your photos, your personal information, like drive files, social media. And they are going to remove your cell phone service and they're going to block access to your cell phone provider account as best they can to make it harder for you to get that phone number back. And then they're going to use this access to steal money, steal your data, further their scam, whatever it might be. Now, how will you know if this happens to you? Well, the number one indicator is you will see no service or no SIM in the upper part of your phone when you should have service. And this means that the provider doesn't think this device should have the phone number. And the second way is you might start receiving account change emails, verification emails, because what's happening is the bad actor goes into your accounts, they'll change the password or the phone number so they can retain access. And then you'll get a verification about that happening. So if you get these, that can be an indicator that somebody's in your account. Now, I've counseled many people to help recover from these attacks. And what I can tell you is this is one of the most extremely painful and devastating attacks. And because of that, prevention is the most important. But if this happens to you, these are the quick steps for remediation. First and foremost, you have to get your cell phone number back. That means you have to immediately call your cell phone provider, or better yet, visit them in a store, prove that you're you, and get your phone number back. That way the bad actor no longer is getting the SMS text messages instead of you. Then you need to start logging into all of your accounts, starting with your high value ones like your bank account and your email account, and see if anything's happened. Assess the damage. And if something has happened, start fixing it. And then while you're there, you need to resecure all of your accounts. Make sure you update your passwords and check your recovery settings. Oftentimes bad actors will put an email they control or a phone number they control behind the scenes in the recovery settings so they can get access back even after you go in and change the passwords. So like I said, prevention is the most important thing. And the prevention steps are very simple. Number one, make sure you secure your cell phone provider account, Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever it might be. A strong password, a unique password, and use multi-factor authentication. If you have the option for other accounts, don't use SMS multi-factor authentication. Instead, use another option like an authenticator app or a hardware token. Those methods are not susceptible to SIM swapping. And protect your phone number. A bad actor needs to know your phone number in order to SIM swap it. So if you're careful about where you provide your cell phone number and where it shows up, it makes it harder for a bad actor to get it. And a really good technique for that is using a VoIP number or something like Google Voice. And this allows you to have another phone number that gets exposed and another phone number that you could use for SMS multi-factor authentication. And the reason this is valuable is all you have to do is secure that VoIP account. And if you do that well with a strong and unique password, a bad actor won't be able to steal that number as easily. They won't be able to social engineer it, and they definitely won't be able to use a collusive, employee. So use a VoIP number for SMS multi-factor authentication. And then finally, if you have high-risk accounts like cryptocurrency, be careful because that makes you a target. And that's my preventative steps. Hopefully you learned something about SIM swapping and stay safe out there.